Good morning, guys. Today's class is the analysis of the last Sunday's paper, that is MEDHA National Qualifier Test, which was conducted on 20th November of this year. To clarify your doubts in verbal aptitude questions that are asked in the test, and prepare the students for competitive exams, especially in our campus recruitment drive. Yeah, you know the questions are coming on quantitative aptitude, reasoning, verbal aptitude, and programming. So every week here, one exam is conducted every Sunday. That is with the name MEDHA Qualifier Test. So if you go through those questions and if you attempt, you can check where you are. And then, if you get the answers for which you went wrong here, and if you know the reasons, right, that would be more than enough for your preparation. Okay. But here, one thing I want to remind you is just not only knowing the answers, but also knowing the reason here, why you went wrong here, what is the actual answer, what is the right answer. Why here that answer is given. Okay, you have to have the concept on that one. You have to clarify all your doubts. Okay, so that your preparation would become easy for the coming exams. Right, guys? So here only just like interactive method only, but actually this is only analysis of the paper and explaining the answers. Right? Now, in the verbal aptitude section here, this is the first question. See this one. Select the word which means the same as the group of words given. What is the group of words? One who studies human societies and their culture. Now, what are the options given? Pathologist, astrobiologist, pharmacologist, and anthropologist. Anthropologist here. D is not there. Okay. In this one, so how to identify, especially these are the one word substitutions. Remember, for one word substitutions, okay, whether you can by heart all those are not here, I'm not sure, because no one by hearts a dictionary. And here only thing I can give you a hint is, here with the help of root words, okay, prefixes, suffixes, you can guess its meaning. Right? So one who studies means a logist. In all these here, logist, logi means to study, ist means person. Logist means who studies. Okay? Pathologist. Pathos means feelings. Okay? Pathologist deals with the diseases. He tests, he deals with the diseases of human beings. So he studies regarding the diseases. Okay, and he will conduct a test like that in a pathological lab. You know that. Astrobiologist. Astro is related to space. Bio is related to life. It may be animals or plants or whatever it may be. So, astro is related to space. That is the entire, what is it here? Heavenly bodies. Is it clear? Bio means life. So this astrobiologist studies the effect of astronomical bodies on your life. That is plant life or human life or animal's life. Pharma is related to what is that? Medicines. Okay. Now you see anthropologist. Anthropo means human beings. Anthropos. Okay. Logist. The person who studies about the human beings, that is how the human beings, from the past to present here. Okay, what is the origin of human beings? In the past, how they were. Okay, slowly how, the revolution came. Okay, the evolution of the human beings is studied here by this anthropologist. Right? So answer is here D. Okay. Next one. Here, given below are 4 jumbled sentences. pick the option that gives their correct order. So here, actually, what is this? Here, this is a statement A, this is statement B, this is a statement C. Okay, what is it? Statement C here. This is statement D actually. Okay, this side we missed that. Okay, now here these sentences are arranged in disorder. We have to arrange them in proper order to get a meaningful paragraph. So here what is the answer is, let us see. First, how a paragraph begins with a general statement. General statement. Okay, what is a general statement? So according to hair loss experts, excess DHT drastically increases collagen production in the hair follicle. Right, this is speaking of hair loss experts. Hair loss can be traced to an increase of internal dihydrotestosterone and collagen production. These two are the statements here. So in this one hair loss is given. In this one hair loss experts is given. So first we have to speak of hair loss, then only we should go for hair loss experts. So between A and B, B will be the first one, B is it may be the next one. Right? So if you take A, B statements, after speaking of hair loss only, we should speak of hair loss experts. And C is not the first sentence of the paragraph. Eventually means as a result. So something should happen before. After that only we should go say eventually. When too much collagen lines the interior of the follicle, it narrows the pores, decreases blood flow, and slowly strangles your hair to death. So this how what is the reason for the hair loss? Is it clear? How it takes place? Okay, what is the cause here? Okay, that is described here. So generally, if we observe these four statements, C and D cannot be the first sentences, and between A and B, here B will be the first one. So you can go with the first sentence of the paragraph is B. Second one is A, you can take. Then third one, so between C and D, which one comes first here? Collagen blocks the pore completely, causing a lack of necessary blood flow, due to which. So here, too much collagen lines the interior of the follicle. It narrows the pores. First, this D should come before C, because after this one only, this is possible. Okay. So what is the order here generally? Here B, A, D, C. Is there any option? Yes. So this one is the correct option. Okay. Now, first while attempting these jumbled sentences, first we have to trace out the first sentence of the paragraph here. First sentence will be generally a statement, a general statement. Okay, general to specific we go. Okay, there are three types of arrangement of orders, okay, of the sentences, okay, within a paragraph. One is logical order, that is here cause and effect. Okay, cause and effect. Due to this happened like this. Okay, right. Another one is a spatial order. Spatial order means while describing a place, either we should go clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. Only that one, spatial order. Next one is logical order. Next one is chronological order. Chronological order means according to the chronology, time. So which happened first, which next happened next, according to the time. Is it clear? Past should come first, next one, next one, like that. Past to present. So, and another order is only this one. What is that? Here, logical order, or you can say general to specific. Right? So if you remember these orders, it is easy to find out. Next one. Choose the most appropriate option to change the narration. That is the direct, indirect of the given statement, sentence. So here the sentence is given in direct speech. If I had the manual of the TV, I would have fixed it by now, said Uma. Right? So what is this here? If I had the manual, if I had is past tense. In indirect speech, past tense becomes a past perfect. Okay? And would have, okay, will not get changed. It is already perfect. Okay, when it is already perfect here, there is no change in this verb here. Okay? So I becomes she. Had becomes, this past becomes a past perfect. Had helping verb, and another main verb is had. And here this I becomes a she. Right? Now becomes a then. Now check it here. Uma said that. Okay, because the receiver is not there. Uma said that if she had the manual, where is it? So this is wrong. And if she has, this is wrong. Okay, if she will have, this is wrong. Okay. Right. So Uma said that if she had the manual, so if she had the manual of the new TV, she would have fixed it by then. So answer D, option D is the correct one. Okay. Next one. Find the word that is the antonym of pandemonium. Pandemonium means something disturbance. Pandemonium itself is a disturbance, chaos, disorder, like that. So it's opposite. What is it? Harmony is not harmony is the correct option actually. So turbulence is also disturbance. Excitement is also disturbed one. Uproar is also disturbed one. So on option B is the correct answer. Pandemonium is something, a disturbance, violence or chaos or something like that. Okay. So in turbulence also here there is some disturbance. So opposite to that one is harmony. Right? Next one. Identify the best way to improve the underlined part of the given sentence. If there is no improvement required, select no improvement. So Shyamalan's movie, The Sixth Sense, starring Bruce Willis, was a great success. But doesn't win all Academy Award as expected. You see here, in the underlined part you see. So here it is a doesn't win. See the tense here. The Sixth Sense starring Bruce Willis was a great success. Means this is in past. This is in past. When this is in past, here this also should be in past. Instead of doesn't, here it should be didn't. Okay? Right? So what is that? But didn't win any. Not all here, any. So option B is the correct one. Why? So here this part of the sentence is in past. So it is the continuation. So here also it should be in past only. Okay? Right. Next, find the word here that is the antonym of piquant. Piquant means what is that here? Something strong, okay, or spicy, like that. Is it clear? Piquant means here it is a spicy actually. So pungent smell is also strong smell only. Okay? Next, pepper is also strong. So next, what is that here? Another one is okay. Interesting also, which attracts something. If it is strong, it attracts. So, opposite bland. Bland means weak. Okay, weak or tasteless. Right? So answer C is the correct one. Okay? Is it clear? This is also pungent means strong. Okay? This is also spicy. Strong, spicy. Interesting also here, if it is a strong or spicy, okay, it will be interesting. So answer bland is the correct option. Okay? Next one. Given below are 4 jumbled sentences. Pick the option that gives their correct order. Okay? This is the first statement. This is the second statement. This is the third statement. Okay? This is fourth statement. Okay? Seventh one. C. Read this one. Over the past week, the state has been pounded by intense rainfall, thus transforming the July deficit to surplus. Next, second one. A year after being ravaged by the worst floods in 100 years, Kerala is once again facing a deluge. So, the districts in Kerala's north, in particular Kozhikode, Wayanad, Malappuram are among the worst affected where relief work is going on. Next, the copious amounts of rainfall in the state have been both intense and consistent, leading to many deaths, beside here rendering thousands homeless. So first here, which one can you say? C is not the first sentence because here Kerala is, so you can take B as the first sentence. Can we? So first, okay, when news is introduced regarding the floods, first, its a specialty will come out. So, a year after being ravaged by the worst floods in 100 years, Kerala is once again facing a deluge. So, Kerala is a news here due to its flood disaster. Right? So, this first one, okay. Then, over the past week, the state has been pounded by intense rainfall. Lot of rainfall. Is it clear? Next one, the result here. The copious amounts of rainfall in the state have been both intense and consistent, leading to many deaths. That is the severity and its result. Okay? And C, okay. The districts, okay, what are the districts here which were worst affected? So that comes in statement 4. Check it now. A year after being ravaged by the worst floods in 100 years, Kerala is once again facing a deluge. So the topic is introduced now. So what is happening over the past week here? The state has been pounded by intense rainfall, thus transforming the July deficit to surplus. So what happened? The copious amounts of rainfall in the state have been both intense and consistent, leading to many deaths besides rendering thousands homeless. And the worst affected districts are Kozhikode, Wayanad, Malappuram. Yes, this is the order. So B, A, D, C. Can we? Yes, it is there. B, A, D, C. Next one. Right. Choose the most appropriate option to change the voice form of the given sentence. What is the given sentence? This one. I hope you are 100% fit by now. I hope something. Okay, it is hoped. I hope becomes it is hoped. Okay, you are 100% fit by now. It is hoped. Where is it here? C is the option. I hope something. What is something? You are 100% fit by. So this something is nothing but here it. So here it, simple present tense, B form is, okay, followed by V3 form hoped. It is hoped, right? So in the passive voice, remember, always verb should be always in V3 form, and this V3 form should be preceded by a B form. If it is present tense here, B form is, I am, are. So here, since this one is it, we can take is. It is hoped that you are 100% fit by now. Okay? Right? So we can't use here this being. Being is being as a B form in passive voice is used for only continuous tense. This is only for future tense, and this is not at all passive voice. It is not at all passive voice. Okay, here it is for future only. Here it is for continuous only. Right? So answer is C. Okay, what is answer? Answer is C. Right? Next, identify the best way to improve the underlined part of the given sentence. If there is no improvement required, select no improvement. Even if Uma is unable to make it, I can't most definitely come. So what is here? How to identify? Even if she is unable to come. When do we use this even as a linker? When we use this conjunction or the linker here. So in the next class here, even she is unable to come, unable to make it. Okay, I can make it like that. Is it clear? So even, although, in spite of, but, all these are the conjunctions or the linkers that indicate here some contrast. Okay, will come in the next class. Okay, are you getting me? See, even means although. Is it clear? Although, yeah. Even if means although. Though Uma is unable to make it. Though she can't come, so I can come. Is it clear? Right? So if this side is negative, this side should be positive. Why? Okay, even if means though. Okay, although, but, like that. Okay? So these are the contrasting conjunctions. So when we use even though, okay, even if, like that, right? We have to see here, on the other side here, the contrasting feature should come. If this side is negative, this side should be positive. If this side is positive, this side should be negative. Like that. So here, need not more definite, this is wrong, this is negative. So shall most definitely come. I shall most definitely come. So option D is the answer. Okay. Next, this is regarding the reading comprehension. Okay. First, read the passage here. Yeah. After reading the passage, attempt the questions. Okay, from 10 to 19. Is it clear? Right. Read the following passage and answer the questions that follow. Mount Everest, the world's highest peak at 8,848 meters, draws adventures from all over. But the mountain on the Nepal-China border is fast becoming a dangerous place to visit. So, see this one. A dangerous place to visit. Even for the hardened mountaineer. The inherent risks were highlighted with a photograph by Nirmal Porja, a Gorkha ex-soldier. The image, which went viral and altered the manner in which people worldwide imagine what is to scale Mount Everest, showed a long queue awaiting a final tilt at the summit. This is the image here. A long queue awaiting a final tilt at the summit. With all the dangers, okay, such a weight holds. In 2019, at least 11 climbers have died. 11 climbers have died or gone missing, right? Including 4 Indians. Experts have been calling for Nepal to restrict the number of permits, right? It rewarded a record 381 for this spring, each fetching $11,000. Climbing from the Tibet side is more expensive. On 22nd May 2000, climbers ascended the summit, a new record for a single day. Last year, 807 managed to reach the summit. In 2012, the United Nations estimated that there were more than 26,000 visitors to the Everest region, and this figure has grown manifold since then. Nepal officials argue that permits are not issued recklessly and that jams such as this year's near the summit or on account of spells of bad weather, which result in mountaineers being compelled to reach the summit within a narrow time frame. Waiting in sub-zero temperatures at a rare field altitude can be fatal. This season's deaths were mostly due to frostbite, exhaustion, dehydration, and lack of oxygen. This year's drama has caught public imagination, has happened in 1996 when 8 persons died in a single day amid an unexpected storm. Events of and around that day were the subject of Ian Cracker's best-selling book, Into Thin Air. The adventure industry that is built around the human desire to scale the peak has meant many amateurs take up the challenge, confident that support teams and specialized equipment will make up for their lack of adequate mountaineering experience. The fallout is that in case of a disaster, not only are some of them unable to manage, but they also hold up others, putting them in harm's way. The commercial operations have led to the Everest being called the world's highest garbage dump, as many climbers discard non-critical gear, used oxygen cylinders, plastic bottles, cans, batteries, food wrappings, fecal matter, and kitchen waste on the mountains. It is unlikely, however, that this season's tragedies will deter future summiters, as the hypnotic lure remains intact. But the authorities must learn from this year's tragedies and work out an optimum number of climbers and strengthen safety measures. See here. So based on these, you have to attempt around 10 questions, you see, right? What is the theme of the newspaper editorial? Select the most appropriate combination of factors given below. Overcrowding of Mount Everest on 22nd May 2019. the urgent necessity to introduce and implement adequate safety measures to prevent man-made disasters. Not to treat the ascent of the highest peak as an adventure sport. Refuse permits to amateur climbers. Disallow touring operating companies from crowding the base camp. So generally here, what is the theme of the newspaper? The theme of any paragraph generally lies in the beginning sentences, in the first sentence or second sentence, or the theme lies here in the last sentence of the paragraph. The main idea or central theme of the paragraph lies either in the first sentence or second sentence or in the last sentence only. Remaining sentences will be just supporting sentences to defend the main point or the theme. Is it clear? Right? So now you see here, let us go back to those sentences. The mountain on the Nepal-China border is fast becoming a dangerous place to visit. So, due to overcrowding. Is it clear? Right? That is okay. We can highlight this one. Okay? In the first sentence, the topic is not given. Okay? In the second sentence only here, what does the author want to say here? That is mentioned in the second sentence actually. So we can take this one, okay? Right? As right. One more here. Overcrowd. Okay. The urgent. Okay. Since it is dangerous. Okay. What is that here? He wants to say the urgent necessity to introduce and implement adequate safety measures to prevent man-made disasters. So this is the purpose of the paragraph. Because there is a danger, he is asking us here to introduce and implement adequate safety measures. Okay? Next, we can say why this is happening. Overcrowding also. Okay, this is also possible. Okay? So, new setting will be overcrowding or dangers. Okay, or the disasters. Okay, right? The man-made disasters at Mount Everest. So these can be highlighted. Okay, by a newspaper. So what is that? A and B. Right? So D is the option. D is the option. Next one. Fill in the blank. Here blank is here only. In 2019, dash people have lost their lives on Mount Everest. How many people? In 2019, dash people have lost their lives on Mount Everest. It is a factual question only. You see, how many people lost their lives? Here it is. In 2019 season, at least 19 climbers have died. So answer is 19 or 11, I think. 11 climbers. 11 climbers. This is the answer. Right? So answer is A. 11. Next 12. What image has Nirmal Purja's viral photograph captured? This is regarding the photograph. See the options. A long queue of climbers on the final stretch of a steep slope. Dead bodies of mountaineers on the route of the highest peak. The accumulated garbage on the mountain slopes. Okay, exhausted mountaineers falling unconscious on the way up. See here, this is regarding the photograph. So, let us see. Yeah, photograph here, I think. Where is that? Where is that? Nirmal Parja. Yes, photograph by Nirmal Parja. The image here, which went viral, alerted the manner in which people worldwide imagine what is to scale Mount Everest, showed a long queue awaiting a final tilt at the summit. This is with all dangers. Long queue awaiting a final. That is the answer actually. So that is for answer. Option A is the correct answer. This one. A long queue of climbers on the final stretch of a steep slope. Right? Next one. Why was the Nepal government criticized recently? Criticism. For not providing optimum facilities to the mountaineers, for charging a hefty fee to issue a permit, for allowing too many tour operators at the Everest base camp site, for issuing 381 permits to aspiring climbers. 13. So, I think this is okay. It has issued many permits. Okay, let us see here whether it is correct or not. See here. Yeah. Experts have been calling for Nepal to restrict the number of permits. So, they are asking to restrict the number of permits. Is it clear? Because it awarded a record 381 for this spring each. Is it clear? So, this is a record here. Number of permits. So, experts have been calling for Nepal to restrict the number of permits. So, they are criticizing why here a record number of permits were given by the Nepal government. Though these many accidents, okay, this much rush is there. Okay. So, here this is the answer. Right? 13th answer is this one. Next one. 14th. Why, according to the text, do most climbers prefer to climb the Everest from Nepal side? Nepali people are keen to help the climbers because this is their only way to earn money. International mountaineers are not allowed in Chinese territory. Nepal provides better logistical support than India. Climbing the Everest from Nepal side is cheaper than the Tibet side. I think this one. So, Tibet side is costly, I think. You see here. Yeah, yes. Here, climbing from the Tibet side is more expensive. So, instead of climbing from Tibet side, they climb from Nepal side. Is it clear? So, that is the option. Right. So, option D is the correct one. Okay. Nepal side, Tibet side is okay. Expensive means Nepal side is cheaper. Right? Choose the factor which was not responsible for the death of mountaineers in May 2019. Which was not responsible. Is it clear? See, so they could get sufficient food here. This is not responsible. Other factors are dehydration, lack of oxygen, frostbite and exhaustion. Only not responsible is lack of food. Shall we check it again? Okay. Yeah. The season's deaths were mostly due to frostbite, exhaustion, dehydration, lack of oxygen. So these are responsible. Not responsible means, okay, that is lack of food. Okay, right. Next. So 15th answer is B, lack of food. Next, 16th. If an amateur mountaineer is one who climbs mountains as a hobby, which word in the text describes an experienced one? If an amateur mountaineer is one who climbs mountains as a hobby, which word in the text describes an experienced one? An experienced one. Experienced means, okay, here we can say, here, this one, hardened mountaineer. So, he becomes a, okay, actually here, he gets a lot of experience. Is it clear? Due to his experience in climbing here, okay, we can call him as a hardened mountaineer. Okay? Is it clear? Next. How are amateur mountaineers a threat to others? So amateur mountaineers means already here they are professionals only. But why they are a threat to others here? See, amateurs are dependent on their support teams and cannot manage anything on their own. Amateurs, because of their inexperience and slow pace, are exposed to all kinds of hazards. Is it clear? So these are, okay, right. Amateurs need specialized equipment to make up for their inexperience. So these are beginners only. Amateurs means beginners only. Amateur mountaineers means those are beginners only, who have some desire. Okay? So they are dependent on their support teams and cannot manage. No, not that one. They are, how they are a threat to others. He is asking here how they became threat. Of course, if they are inexperienced or dependent, they may fall down. Okay, that is a trouble to them only. Is it clear? But here, how they are becoming a threat to others. See? So, D, option D, okay, will be the correct option. Amateurs hold up other mountaineers in case of unforeseen disasters because they are not self-reliant. So, suddenly what do? In case of unforeseen disasters, they hold up other mountaineers. Is it clear? So, other mountaineers, okay, also will be in danger. So, these amateur mountaineers become a threat to other mountaineers. So, option D is the correct one. Okay? Next one. Identify the incorrect option. The Everest, incorrect, not correct one, incorrect. The Everest has become the highest garbage dump as many climbers leave behind. They leave behind kitchen waste, empty food cans and bottles, okay, spent over oxygen tanks. So, what is not there is here? Incorrect option is only protective clothing. So, option B is the right. So, they leave all these here. They leave their kitchen waste, empty food cans and bottles, spent over oxygen tanks. Okay, these are the reasons. Okay, right? So, incorrect option is here, protective clothing. Is it clear? Protective clothing is not the reason for highest garbage dump. Next one. Here also select the incorrect option. Into the Air is a best-selling book based on An unexpected storm in the Himalayas, an account of the death of 8 people in a single day, an incident that happened in 1999. I think here it did not happen in 1999. So this is the option. So let us check here whether it happened into thin air. Into thin air, you see. What is that? Oh, it happened in 1996 when 8 persons died. 8 persons died in a single day. Unexpected storm. The year is 1996, but there it is given 1999. Okay, what is the option here? D is the option. Okay, next one. Yeah, select the segment which has an error. A recent government report highlight that the shortage of teachers in higher educational institutions is greater than that in countries like China, Brazil, Sweden, and Russia. So there is an error, grammatical error. Find out that one. A recent government report. Okay. It is third person singular. Okay, highlights, it should be does form here. Highlights. Okay, government report highlights, does form should be there here. Okay, so what is that? Here is the error. So error is, okay, in this part only. A recent government report. It should be highlights. Highlights. Does form should be there. Because this is third person singular, here does form is needed. Okay. Next one. Select the word which means the same as the group of words given, consisting of many things or parts. Many means multi. Right? So, few wrong, singular wrong, numerical wrong. Okay. Numerical is related to number only. Here many, we have to, many means multi. So option D is the right option. Okay. Next, questions 22 and 23. Identify the best way to improve the underlined part of the given sentence. If there is no improvement required, select no improvement. Means we have to, okay, improve this one if there is a mistake. His large income was still insufficiently met. So here it should not be adverb. It should be insufficient. It was still insufficient. So option B is the correct one. It was still insufficient, not enough. So adverb is not necessary. So because it is adjective, here it should be adjective. Okay, it is qualifying this. Okay, large income. His large income is insufficient. So it is adjective only, not adverb. Adjective qualifies a noun. Adverb qualifies a verb here. So here insufficient income. His large income was still insufficient to meet the growing demands of his family. Okay. Next one. 22. I had no idea at first how difficult it was to track, being tracked. It was to track the identity of every tree in Delhi. So here it was to track. I had no idea at first how difficult it was to track. So answer is there already? Yes. Option B is the correct one. Okay. Next one. Select the segment which has an error. Their house aren't very big, but their garden is. Okay. What is that? What is the option? Their house aren't. House aren't. How it is possible here? Houses are int. So their houses aren't very big. So their house isn't here. It should be isn't. It should be is. Here the mistake is here. Their house isn't should come. So when you write here, there should be no space between is and n. Okay? Right. Their house isn't. It should be their house isn't. So what is wrong here? Which segment has an error? This one only. Aren't very big. It has an error. Right? Next. 25. Choose the most appropriate option to change the voice. It is known by everyone that the tournament will be won by us. It is known by everyone. So, this is a present tense only. This is V3 form. This is B form is. So, present tense. So, everyone knows that the tournament will be won by us. Means, we will win the tournament. Yes, everyone knows that we will win the tournament. Option C. Okay, is it clear? Next one. Given below are 4 jumbled sentences. Pick the option that gives their correct order. It requires continuous learning and sacrifices. It means what is that? We don't know. So that is not the first part of the paragraph. First sentence of the paragraph. It is not the first sentence of the paragraph. To raise well-behaved and responsible children, one should be willing to invest a considerable amount of time, patience, and energy. So this is here a statement. Okay. What to do here? It is okay. A solution is given here. Instilling and inculcating good values in a child will go a long way in making him or her a good person and a better citizen. Okay? There is no doubt here that parenting is among the most difficult and demanding tasks in the world. Okay. So, what is that here? Can we take D as the one? So, actually this is the general statement. We can take this one as the first sentence. First sentence. There is no doubt that parenting is among the most difficult and demanding tasks. D. Next sentence. Next sentence here. It requires. Which requires? Parenting requires continuous learning and sacrifices. Can we take it like this? Right? Next. Okay, what is to raise well-behaved and responsible children? One should be, okay, what we should do to raise well-behaved and responsible children? Okay, we can take these 3. So then, 4. So, D, A, B, C. D, A, B, C. It is there. D, A, B, C. Yes, this is the option. Okay. Next one. Such was his devotion. So this is not the first sentence. That Kalima appeared before him, which 1,000 heads and with 1,000 heads and 1,000 pairs of arms. Once Tenali Raman wanted to visit Kali temple on the outskirts of the city and pray. It was quite dark by the time Tenali reached the temple. prostrated before the goddess and with eyes closed started praying to Mother Kali. Raman, who was dazzled to see Mother Kali in all her glory, looked at her from left to right and right to left and could not control his happiness. So what is that here? So can we go with B as the first sentence? Can we go with B as the first sentence? Right. Once, okay, generally we begin a paragraph with that one. So it was quite dark by the time he reached. Okay, we can take this one as the second one. Right? Yeah. B, C. Next, prostrated before the goddess and with eyes closed started praying to Mother Kali. Such was his devotion. Okay, can we take this one? Okay. Started praying to Mother Kali means that such was his devotion. Okay. He was that much sincere. That Kalima appeared before him with 1,000 heads and 1,000 pairs of arms. Okay. Next here, Raman, who was dazzled to see Mother Kali, right? In all her glory with 1,000 heads like that. This may be the fourth one. So what is the answer here? B, C, A, D. Where is that? B, C, A, D. So this is the option. Option A. B, C, A, D. Okay. Next. Choose the most appropriate option to change the voice of the given sentence. How are they managing the school? How the school was being managed? How was the school being managed? Okay, right. So, were managing, continuous tense. Being managed. Okay, is it here? So, what is that? Being managed. Continuous tense. Past means this one. How was the prince? How was the? No. How was the school? Was the school being managed? So answers are between C and D. Here, school. How was the school being managed for 1 year without a principal? Right? This is the right option. D is the right option. So what is that here? School is the object here. They is the subject. So how the school being was being managed by them without a principal. Without a, by them is not necessary. Without a principal. Since it is a question, you have to bring out of these two helping verbs, you have to bring here one helping verb here before the school. How was the school being managed for 1 year? Managed for 1 year. For 1 year. Without a principal. So option D is the correct one. Right? Next one. Select the most appropriate idiom to fill the sentence. Factory owners are protesting because they think that the government has dash of plastic manufacturing companies by closing their factories in big cities. Factory here owners are protesting because they think that government has maybe here something is there. Here we have to fill this with the idiom. Has this? Okay, here what is that here? Here is the blank here. You have to fill this blank. What is that here? Separated the wheat from the chaff of plastic? No. Made no bones? Been barking up the wrong tree? Okay. Upset the apple cart. Yeah. This is the idiomatic expression. Upset the government has upset the apple cart of plastic manufacturing companies by closing their factories in big cities. Upset the apple cart means it is a treasure here for them. Apple cart it is a treasure here, okay, which is giving them lot of money. Is it clear? So it has upset so many manufacturing companies by closing their factories in big cities, right? So upset the apple cart is the correct idiom in that blank here. Okay, D. Okay, next one. Select the most appropriate option to fill in the blank. It was a quite dash matter, but was escalated due to the media coverage. It was a quite trivial means small or unimportant. Yes, this one. Okay, is it clear? Even ghastly is also terrible. Ghastly means stingy means miserly meaning. Okay, stingy means miserly. Ghastly means terribly. Okay, trivial means small or unimportant. So option B is the correct one. Okay, next one. Select the most appropriate idiom. Okay, what is that? In trying to solve the crime, the detective found himself, yet the mystery kept deepening. So what is the idiom? Beating the bush means, okay, not getting the actual one. Beating around the bush. Okay. So that is, so this is wrong. Letting his hair down means nervous. Beating his brains out means, okay, actually seriously thinking. Okay, this is the idiomatic expression. Just with common sense, we can guess it. Okay, guys, all the best here. Prepare for the coming Sunday's exam, right? And you will get its a key and explanation on the next day, on the following day, right? Okay, all the best, guys. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.